A game-changing problem at one of Duke Energy's coal ash ponds tonight. Good evening, I'm Sean Maroney.
I'm Pam Salisbury. Thank you for joining us. State regulators say there's a crack in the dam at the plant in Chatham County.
It's the same plant tied to new violations Duke Energy is facing.
WNCN Investigates' Jonathan Rodriguez has been covering this story for weeks and has the details.
Well, in the face of the massive spill last month, a federal criminal investigation and continuous pressure from environmental groups, Duke Energy is under more fire for its coal ash ponds.
We first showed you these aerial pictures last week taken by riverkeepers that show the Cape Fear steam station. Diener says one of the dams that runs along the coal ash pond is cracked. But WNCN Investigates obtained this letter that shows the EPA already warned Diener last year about these dams, giving them a poor rating. Dams that are considered high hazard for the potential environmental damage if they were to fail.
We are continuing to document more and more and more illegal pollution problems at all of Duke's facilities.
And now at this same site, Duke Energy is also facing violations for this. Photos that show them pumping water from the coal ash ponds into an on-site canal that flows straight to a tributary and into the Cape Fear River. When questioned, Duke Energy told Diener it was temporary, that they were lowering water levels for routine maintenance. But the state disagreed, saying, quote, the pumping activities ongoing at this plant far exceeded what would reasonably be considered routine maintenance. Now the state estimates Duke Energy pumped out 61 million gallons of contaminated water over several months, which they say is a clear violation of their permit.
Many other Duke ash impoundments across the state are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, leaking toxic water pollution into our waterways. And each one of those leaks that the power company knows about is a crime.
Now, late tonight, Duke says the pumping was permitted and they will be responding to Diener's violation notice. As for the crack, Diener says they went to check it out as soon as Duke reported it. They say it's about 35 feet long and 4 inches deep. Meanwhile, Governor McCrory issued a statement saying it's time for Duke to come out of the shadows and address these growing issues. Guys, back to you.
Duke Energy also being forced to clean up more than a dozen coal ash sites in our state. It stems from that massive spill at the Dan River plant north of Greensboro. The company had asked for a delay in the ruling that ordered them to eliminate sources of groundwater contamination right away. A judge denied that request this afternoon.